All right, Coach Elliott, welcome back, man. How you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for having me back, man.
Yeah, trying something new here. Call it the philosophy in 15. Little quick, quick hit recap or preview, whatever you want to call it. But you got a big event this Sunday, huh?
Yeah, we're doing a full out black red inter squad match this Sunday, trying to treat it like a real event. We haven't competed in since March, so
Right.
got some guys have been longer who redshirted last year, been injured and stuff like that. So we're trying to figure out the best way to do it. We could have raised some money and sent a few guys out to U23s and stuff like that, but I felt we're in the middle of a training segment where we would have wrestled twice already. We
Okay.
would have competed twice by this weekend.
With the opens and everything.
Right. And so we don't have that. We don't have that to like reassess where we are, what's been working, who needs to change this and that. And so I was like, let's just do a match. And so we paired everybody up pretty close, I think skill wise, and put my two assistants. There's Coach Mattingly's coaching Team Red. Rod Davis is coaching Team Black. And we drew a pairing out of the mat. They flipped a coin, and Rod got to pick who he wanted, and then drew the next one out. Scott got to pick, and so
Like old school recess, right?
forward.
Picking teams.
Right, and so I think, and then so we split them up. That was last Saturday. Hey, this is Team Red and Team Black, and
Who's first pick? Do you know?
I honestly I don't because
Okay.
I didn't want to like share with the guys
Yeah.
either. Like,
Because
oh,
you're kind of hands off with this, right? You're letting them
right.
kind of run it. Okay.
Yeah, and so last Saturday we told them the teams, and I said, "This is what I need from you guys as a group: is that to imagine my wife just gave birth to a kid, and I got to step away, and we have a match in 7 days. And put your faith in these assistant coaches, let them run your program for the week." And I've been real happy with their approach, and so we split up. They go separate practice times. They're doing everything together outside of lifting in the weight room. And so, Coach Mattingly, he wrestled at Central Michigan.
Hmm.
Tom Borelli's got a good system there.
Oh yeah.
They were putting it in at Eastern Michigan the year they dropped their program. So he knows what he's doing. Rod Davis wrestled at NC State for 4 years and wrestled with me last year. And so, like, he's been through it. I mean, and this is the first week he's had to run anything, and he's done a good job. And so
Nice.
I guess part of my role for them is to let them learn and grow themselves
Right.
as staff, and just me backing away. And it's hard to do because you want to micromanage everything, but they've done a real good job, and the kids have done what they've been asked this week. And so we're weighing in Sunday at 12, and we're going to treat it, got an official coming in, we're going to treat it like a real match, and so stream it on ESPN Plus too. So
That's awesome. Yeah, 1 o'clock Eastern, right?
yep,
ESPN Plus. Nice.
yep,
So they've have like you said, kind of let them run with it, right? And they've kind of
yep.
have two different approaches, right? What Team
Well,
Red working on some yoga? What do they do?
so our room is an old gym, and there's basketball hoops up, and so we play almost every day in some sort of warm up fashion and stuff. And so we have a girl that does filming for us, Lindy. She's awesome. She does good stuff. Knows nothing about wrestling. Came in and she does awesome content. But
Oh, nice.
she so she was filming their warm ups one day, watching Team Black. They're playing basketball. Well, when you take 3 steps, then you got to throw the ball. It's kind of
Okay.
ultimate basketball, I guess. And so it
Nice.
turns into rugby. And then Coach Mattingly is he's analytical. He reads. He's got all these ideas, and there's a guy named Wim Hof who does all this
Oh yeah.
breathing
Deep
stuff.
breathing, right? Right.
So he's like, we're going to do some breathing exercises today. Then we're going to have a good day, and then we're going to end up with yoga. And that's what they were doing. She just happened to like catch that, and it was just like 2 drastic days for those guys. And so, yeah, we'll see. I'm a, go ahead.
No, any key matchups you're looking forward to watching?
Honestly, all of them, really.
Yeah. Okay.
And it worked out where most of our freshmen are young guys. I mean, excuse me, our lightweights, excuse me. So they're all 25, 33s and a couple 41s, and they're all partnered up with each other. So they're wrestling each other. Our older guys are competing against each other. I think we have one freshman wrestling a redshirt junior, and that's it. Everyone else is pretty age and I would say experience compared up. So we'll see. We got like I wouldn't call them Russell offs right now because we're
Okay.
still, 6 weeks from competing. We're probably
Right.
going to do this again after finals that week of in mid-December, just to give them something to train for during that week too.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll change it up. We've got some young guys who registered last year coming off injuries or just were growing who haven't competed for us, and I'm excited to see them. And even our older guys who've been around a lot, and see if they're going to go out and kind of put down the hammer like they're able to,
Right.
And so
So you normally don't have an inner squad, right? Is this something new, or do you
this
usually
is
have
the
it?
first time we've done it.
Okay.
And we'll do Russell offs, and we just kind
Mhm.
of do them in the room, but
Mhm.
we're really trying to give them an event, and
Mhm.
put it in the arena with our competition mat and do the whole shebang and work through our COVID protocols too. We're
Right.
going to spread out the seats on the sideline. Kids are going to have to be wearing their masks. We're going to have to even from our post match weigh-in food of keep it separated,
Separate.
kind of box it up or one person at a time, and do the weigh-ins, spread out as we go through. Just kind of work through that because January 3rd, we're starting competing then, and we're going to be at home hopefully, and we just gotta, if the more we can work through the weirdness of this year and try to be in a routine when we're
Right.
able to compete is going to help. So,
Nice. Nice. So is this your first event on ESPN Plus, or how'd you hook up with them, or
well, we have a contract with our conference with
conference? Right.
ESPN Plus, and so I think we went there last year, or the year before, and they're ESPN's buying up a lot of like lower, mid majors and below
Mhm.
type or group
Right.
of five and below their conference rights, and so
Mhm.
they give us some equipment, and we're responsible for a certain amount of content as a school.
Okay.
Well, with nothing going on this fall, like, hey, let's stream our live our red black match, and they jumped on it. So I'm excited. I'm actually going to be commentating. Just sort of kind of give backstories of each kid, why they're here, how they ended up here. We got kids from all the way from Alaska to Utah to Missouri, how they found Gardner Webb and
Mhm.
kind of what we're excited about each of them too.
You solo, or you have someone with you announce?
We have a guy that has done it before. His name is Brendan. But he does all sports and doesn't know a ton about wrestling. So that might help us like kind of help
Mhm.
him teach him the rules a little bit more of what we're looking for.
Okay.
Um, and kind of help him grow into the sport as we do this as well. So yeah, we'll see. My first
Nice.
time on the horn.
That's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. So 1 o'clock. So we just had signing day, right? You want to talk about some of the new guys?
So we don't have any seniors this year graduating,
Oh.
and so we don't have a lot of resources freeing up. And
Mhm.
so we only signed two kids on scholarship. One of them's name's Peyton McComas, who is from Grundy, Virginia, which is a heck of a program. They've been around a while. His whole staff in his high school wrestled at Iowa, and so
Okay.
he hasn't he doesn't um he didn't go Super 32, but he went down to Elite Eight duels.
Oh,
He
nice.
also
That
he
was an
sits.
awesome event, huh?
Yeah, it was, and Fretwell did a good job down there,
Yeah.
putting it on. All those guys, I mean, the
Right.
whole group. But so Peyton was at 182 last year. He was a state champ as a freshman, got hurt as a sophomore, won as a junior at
Oh,
182. Well,
nice.
he's 6'4",
Oh,
and so now he's weighing about 218, and they ended up bumping him up to heavyweight. And so
okay.
we were recruiting him for heavyweight. Hey,
Okay,
let's
that's what I was
grow
gonna
in,
ask if you're looking at 97 or heavy, but
and he is going to be a giant, and I'm
yeah,
pretty excited about him.
nice.
And he ended up pinning. He wrestled all top 20 kids. He pinned a kid from California who was like 11th. Lost to a good kid from North Carolina who's kind of fallen onto the scene right this summer. Tristan Norwich, he had a great summer. He's going to App, and he lost to two other guys, but they were all ranked kids and bumped up to heavyweight. Didn't even know he was going to do it till the day of the match. And so I think once he grows into that to the weight, he's going to be really good. And then we got a guy out of Florida from Riverdale High School, Jared Den, who was a finalist as a freshman in Florida, third as a sophomore, one as a junior. He went 5-2 at Super 32, lost to a good kid from Iowa twice, beat a kid from Illinois who was nationally ranked. And so, I mean, I'm pumped about him. He's probably going to go 38 this year, so we're thinking he's going to grow into 41, maybe end up at 49. Yeah, it just kind of fit exactly what we were looking for.
Nice, nice. So after this year, do you have a little more opening up as far as
Yeah, our
spots?
2022 class will be picking up pretty good.
Okay.
So
S-
I go ahead.
So with these, Elite Eight duel, Super 32, after the landscapes change as far as recruiting, what I guess, it's like a easy question, but what are you looking for? What are you doing differently? I guess, Gardner Webb.
So I mean, it's been a challenge for us
Mhm.
because we need to sell us our program and things, and it's hard to do that
Mhm.
virtually.
Right,
Like
right.
to me is like the relationship side, and so we just do the best we can. We FaceTime tours, we Zoom meetings with parents and stuff, kind of like an in-home visit. But sometimes those have lasted almost 2 hours, and
Oh
so
wow.
that's a long time to be zooming.
Mhm.
If you don't know, but I mean, it's just you got to kind of take a leap of faith both ways of to the team. You don't get to know the guys. You don't get to spend the time on campus
Mhm.
and getting that part of it. And so, I just think really trying to find those guys that understand and we're open with what we're looking for. If you're looking for a party scene, this probably ain't going to work out. If you're looking for this isn't going to, this is what we're about, and try to live it the whole process with our guys. And so, I mean, everyone can get access to video and
Right.
results and all of that because of everything is so readily available now. And so, I mean, we're right there with everybody else and just trying to find that right kid to fit what exactly we're looking for.
Nice, nice. So I seen earlier this week your little guys were running around the rest of the room, right?
Yep.
A
Yep.
ninja course or something. What they have going on? What's
They,
your little guys been up to?
well, my older one's a little over 5. He's in gymnastics. And so he
Nice.
comes in and I mean, I think he climbs our ropes higher than one of my heavyweights. And I mean, they grow up in here every day. They're in our room and run around and run up on the wall pads and my little one or my big one, he'll climb up and because we have the ropes hooked to the wall, he'll climb up
Right.
the rope, hang on to the wall, pull it off, and then
Awesome.
swing off. I'm like, where the heck did you learn that? And so, um, then he'll jump up, he'll walk on the tread, or run on the treadmill at like 4 and try to air down, which he'll learn to hate that later. Um,
Thinks he loves it now, right?
yeah, so I mean, they're just little brothers for everyone on the team, and it's
Nice.
it's pretty fun to watch them. And I just look back like, man, if we had had that growing up, I don't know if you did or not, but like just
No,
a
no,
huge
not in the college
padded,
room, not even close. Yeah.
padded room
Yeah.
with med balls and climbing ropes and just things to play with, where they're getting something out of it. It's not just playing.
Right.
And
Oh, for
uh,
sure. We're
and so yeah,
comfortable with it. You see these young kids sometimes they walk in there intimidated. Like what, when else do you walk into a padded room at, 5, 6, 7 years old? You know what I mean? You don't. And
right, yeah.
some
My
kids get
mine walk in everywhere they go like they own the place, which is awesome.
you
And they're
can't teach that, right?
we were after the other day they were in here. My wife, I don't know where she was. I had both of them, and they were running around and we're trying to talk to the team after practice. And I look over and they're over by our weights. My big one got off a 5 and handed it to the little one, and they're over there like curling. And so it's just
They're watching. They're
yeah,
watching, right? They've seen that somewhere, right?
it's fun to have and great for those two and whoever else wants to come run around too. Feel
Heck
free.
yeah, that's awesome. So this Sunday, 1 p.m. Where do people look? Where do they go to find it?
It'll be on ESPN Plus. If you
Okay.
follow us on GW Wrestling on Twitter or
Mhm.
GW Wrestling on Instagram or our Facebook page, we'll be posting those links like crazy as we get closer to it. We've been doing like matchup cards, like a UFC fight. This guy and
Mhm.
this
Right.
guy.
On
This week,
Instagram, right? I mean, on Twitter, both, right? Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
And so we had a good video that Lindy did for us that we posted last night, and we'll have a couple more of those coming up, and just
Cool.
really promoting the event and hoping someone tunes in and doesn't tune away when I talk too much.
No, I know I'm looking. I know I'm tuning in. That's where I'll be Sunday. So,
Cool.
so thanks, Coach, for your time. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
All
Thank you.
right. You too.